as you guys walk through the streets. What are you guys talking about?
Tarantula is going to run up to Erith, correct? And look at him with these big eyes and go, so you have magic abilities?
Yes, very, minor stuff, just an ice bolt here and there. I was, more wondering, kind of look at Elena. Do you know anything about, what she can do, if you don't mind me asking?
No, not really, unfortunately. You guys are the first two, magic-y people I've ever encountered. I've never seen anyone else like it, and so I don't really know all the details about her abilities. I mean, we haven't even known each other that long, so,
Yeah. I know it is kind of odd. I wasn't really, expecting to meet one person who knew magic besides, two. And the magic I've seen her cast is very powerful for, someone who claims to not know much about it. If you, find anything out, would you tell me?
if it's not too personal, I mean, I have known her a little bit longer than I have known you. No offense, I just, I don't want to spill anything secret with someone who I don't know well enough.
Alright, that makes sense. Well, like I said, if it's something that you feel comfortable sharing with me, I would much appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I would like to learn more about both of your abilities. They're very interesting to me. I've really never seen anything like it.
Yeah. And he's gonna kind of just glance over at Slibb, and then to Elena.
Stoneheart's gonna approach Temperance. Do we know what we're dealing with exactly here?
Valrez is going to lure their forces away. Hopefully that'll buy you enough time. There's a funicular that leads up from the docks to the cannery. We can climb up the tracks to it and hopefully make our way through an entrance they wouldn't expect and make our way to the hostages. Well, you will. I will rejoin Valrez.
Do you know what we're fighting against? Exactly.
What'll be left, so probably a few guards. Although some of us have seen something that looks a little bit weird. Magical perhaps, but not in a normal way.
Stoneheart's gonna say loudly now to the group. What we're dealing with is something different than a criminal, a small criminal group perhaps. We're dealing with something dangerous. Watch yourselves, for this might be the last day you walk.
Is it a beast of sorts? Do we know what it is?
It's people. The most scary thing.
I mean, I just kind of nudge Slibb. He's such a drama queen, isn't he?
Sorry. I'm agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I don't think people are the scariest thing of all, but I guess if that's your opinion.
You'll learn.
Temperance just kind of gestures back to the group and then motions for you to move into an alleyway while gesturing for you all to be quiet. You kind of sit there, all of you finding your way behind some crates and whatnot, and then not down this street, but you hear a block over. You're shifting as a group of people starts to run in the direction of the tavern that you guys were in. And you see the flickering of lanterns being carried by them.
Can we see who these people are? Are they the criminals that we're after?
Yes, you see gray metal armor that looks pretty low quality and cobbled together, and the red sashes.
They're going towards the tavern?
They're going towards the tavern, or close to it.
How far away are they?
That area and that alleyway more specifically that you guys, or Slibb was attacked.
Elena's gonna come up next to Temperance. Kind of, I assume she's kind of at the mouth of the alleyway. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those people in the tavern, are they gonna be okay?
Probably. I don't think they'll be looking for them. They're probably looking for us. The people in the tavern don't really cause them too much trouble. Hopefully, they're okay.
Are we moving right now, or are we stopped?
Now you guys are moving as she kind of gestures and
Okay.
you guys start to move further down. You notice there is kind of like a more of an incline as you guys walk past the center of town. The landscape around you is very rugged, full of many cliffs of black rock. As you get closer to the coastline, the ground starts to go downward as you slowly make your way down to the docks themselves. What you notice as you get there, you notice like the masts of like maybe about 3 ships that are just sitting there, moored to a dock which, interestingly, looks as if it is floating on the water, attached to several pillars. And you begin to turn westward along the bay. The cold night air and soon like swirls around you, glistening with fog moving in from the coastline, as it mixes with the rain that flows down around you. Your boots start to like sink into the mud, and there's a bit of resistance as you take each step. And you continue on. The sky is starting to turn gray. By the time you reach what appears to be another dock that kind of goes out from the coastline, and on it what appears to be a large like track mechanism, and then a sprawling platform of like metal, maybe about 20 feet in length, hooked up to a mechanism and wires that look like it pulls it up to what appears to be a cannery of sorts, multiple buildings that are kind of positioned on the landscape is more rugged around here. It looks kind of like it would be a climb to get up here, not a walk. So, as you guys kind of stand there, Temperance kind of walks over to like a kind of like a rock that's positioned there, and then starts to unload her pack of certain things and starts unfolding like bits of cloth and fabric and metal before looking back to you guys. Nearly ready.
Are we supposed to climb that?
Yes, but you'll have help. Valra's rigged these up for you.
I'm not very good at climbing. Is it like a good help or just like a rope?
A little bit more than a rope.
I'm glad about that.
So over the next few minutes, she kind of walks up to you and starts like putting these harnesses on you, and then you see a pack similar to the one that Valrez was wearing. It appears to be like kind of like a large like metallic plate of sorts with like mechanisms inside of it, and what appears to be like kind of a circle indentation that goes down in the center of it. It kind of, and then finally she like hooks a cuff onto each of your guys' like shoulders and arms with what appears to be a bolt of sorts kind of fastened into it, attached to wire that comes from like a spool on the pack itself. As you're all sitting there. Alright, so basically what this is going to help you climb. See that area up there, and she kind of points to what would be the dock for this like platform, as it was. You gather that kind of, judging by the mechanisms, it would be moved upward by the wires, and up to a dock that is by the cannery building itself. So, as she kind of like gestures to it, you can see it like maybe about 100 feet up. and then she kind of like gestures to the bolts on your guys' like hands, and she says, okay, so there's a trigger on the actual cuff itself. Use your other hand, reach down to it, and pull down, and that'll release the pressure once you do. And then, see this lever on this part of your shoulder? You're going to want to pull back on it, and that will trigger the mechanism. Alright, I have to go.
Wait, hold on. What does the mechanism do?
And she's already gone.
Well, who's going first?
You do remember Valra said to wait for the signal.
We shall wait.
Yeah, we'll wait then.
Why would we wait though?
Yeah,
kidding.
let's go for it. No.
Guns blazing.
Yeah, woo.
I kind of want to test it out. I'm gonna do what she said to release the pressure, and just kind of.
What are you aiming at?
I'm gonna point it. I don't know at like what's around? It's like a tree or something.
There's like a bunch of rocks. So basically, like this area, it's like a very rugged area, and then it kind of just like rises up into like, not necessarily. It's not a hill. It's not like easy to climb, but it kind of like is not a sheer cliff face. It is very much a cliff face that just kind of leads up to this like, and at the top of it there's a cannery, and it's a pretty short like incline, like only about like 100 feet or so, but it is a steep.
Can I like
Yeah.
point it at like a rock like 20 feet away?
20 feet away? Yeah, sure. Okay, so you pull down on the trigger, and then there is like a as the bolt itself like kind of like goes, and make an attack roll for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Like a dex.
As you feel pressure release from it, and then the bolt just like flies outward with the wire still attached.
Do I add anything to it or?
Add your dexterity to it. This is a range.
It's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay, so it just kind of like fires outward, and your hand just kind of, as you're firing it, you don't expect there to be like the sudden burst of like, you don't expect there to be a sudden burst of just like, as you like kind of pull it back, and your hand just kind of shoots sideways, and it just kind of like into the water and just. It's connected to wire, so yeah.
Oh, so it's like a grappling hook.
Yeah, it's basically like a
Okay.
mechanical grappling hook. Yeah.
That's awesome. Erith is just kind of like look
You
confused.
remember that there was a thing on your shoulder that you could pull on, and then it would start to pull the wire back.
Keep these. Please
Yeah, I want to keep these. I want to steal this.
Love to ask.
Are they like a full backpack, or is it just this thing?
There, it is. I would say that it would be kind of like it is about the size of a backpack, but I wouldn't say it's like a huge backpack. It's a harness, and it's attached to what appears to be kind of like this diamond-shaped plate of metal with a bunch of mechanisms inside, about like maybe about 5 or so inches, like thick. So yeah, and there's like a circular like area, that indentation in there.
Yeah, kind of just like reel it back in then.
Okay, you kind of like press it, and then you hear like on your back this, as all of you like kind of see this like blue energy just kind of like dissipate out and like shimmer from the pack as the bolt and like flies back into the thing. And you notice like Erith, you feel lighter for a second before landing.
That was awesome. Wow, I'm kind of excited to go up there, although I'm a little bit worried I aim at the rock and end up in the water.
Okay.
I go first.
Sure, you can get stabbed first.
I can take the hits.
All right. So you wait for about a minute in silence here, and then all of a sudden you just like see like you're just kind of sitting there, and you're like, huh, we're kind of waiting a while. The fog is like pulling around you. You're just sitting there in the the like dark stone of the beach of sorts, and then you just all of a sudden you just like you're like kind of like, this is like kind of the point where you're like, huh, maybe Valrez, maybe there's a problem. Like, maybe Valrez is, like, having trouble with. All of a sudden, you just, like, those of you, like, looking out onto the water, you just see, like, a blue flash, like, emanate and light up the fog. And those of you that are kind of, like, turned towards the cliff itself, you just see, like, a blue flash and all of a sudden this shockwave just of like electricity and just like energy just like shower out in this cloud of like this blue smoke and fog that shoots out from one of the cliffs supporting what appears to be a warehouse of this cannery before it and like kind of implodes back inward, and then there's just a loud concussive blast as the cliff itself just shatters and the warehouse just starts to tumble down the cliff, and you hear just screams and shouts, and you see multiple guards just running towards it.
Well, I guess that would be the signal.
You call me dramatic.
Why do we leave
Stoneheart's
Bowers
gonna
alone?
shoot up.
There's a ping, and all of a sudden you just see, make an attack roll for me as you're aiming.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That will be 12.
That'll be 12. I mean, you're just trying to hit the that dock itself, which is like a huge space. So I'm gonna say it's okay. So you just like, and it just like shoots this bolt upward, and it just the bolt hits something, and you hear it kind of like lock on, and you feel like the wire just like pulls on top.
And then I pull the lever, right?
You pull the lever on your side,
Yeah.
and then you see on his back the blue light like start to pulse out of this like mechanism on the back, and like, and there's like this like his form takes on like there's like this wavy like almost like when you see like heat waves coming off of the ground, it kind of like his form seems to blur and shift for a second, and you feel lighter, and then the winch starts to retract, and you just see him like start to basically fly towards where it's like pulling him, as if he weighs nothing.
I guess I'll fire mine after his.
Okay. Yeah, just roll for the heck of it.
It's an unnatural 20.
That's an unnatural 20. Okay, I guess that's fine. So you just you learn from your mistake. You like hold your hand up and then you start to fly upward.
Ah!
And meanwhile, you just see like this like the entire building just like falling down the side of this cliff, just like bits of like stone and rubble and all of this like all of these like planks and wooden structures.
Yeah, DM, I got a 6.
You got a 6.
Oh no.
Okay, so you like shoot it, and it like hits. It doesn't. You're not used to aiming things. You're not the best marksman. So you're aiming for that dock, right? And then you like shoot it, and then the recoil, like the same with Erith, it catches you off guard, and then it just like hits like one of the rails that's like maybe about like 5 feet to the right of where you were planning to go. And yeah.
I mean, that's.
I hate you.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not that bad.
Do you
I
wanna
mean,
fly up there?
Okay, well, there's literally, I have to go up now.
no, you could just pull it.
No, because if I pull it, I'm going to fly up there.
No, you can detach.
No,
Oh, I
you
can?
do it by your
You
hand.
can- you can do it
Oh,
by hand.
okay.
You can, like,
Fine, yeah, I'll just pull it.
There is a mechanism for it to just retract.
How's it unnatural? No,
You get the idea the bolt
19.
is probably a mechanism too that probably helps it lock on. 19?
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. You just pull it back, and all of a sudden the bolt, like you feel it. You hear something click with the bolt, and it like flies back into the winch, and then you hold it up again, fire it, and then it attaches, and you fly up after.
I got 19 as well. So
19 as well. Okay, so you attach it, fly up after them.
And
These like waves of magical energy.
I got a 12 plus 3, 15.
Nice. You all like fly up there silently, and then land at the top, and then you like kind of like hover there in midair for a second as the winches like as the bolts themselves like click, and you notice like they seem to fold up, like detaching themselves to whatever they were like attached to. They had attached themselves to, and then they fly back into the device, and then there's the waves of magic subside, and you all just kind of land. up
DM,
there.
how much do these cost?
I'm not gonna tell you that. Yeah. As you're all just kind of like sitting up there. So if you could all place your characters right there for me. As you kind of like make your way to what appears to be like a docking platform for this funicular. As you're all standing there, what appears to be like some multiple like loading doors are just kind of sitting there.
Okay, are they closed?
Yeah, they're closed. Yeah.
still not. You
Closed
first.
shut. They kind of like open.
Are they opened?
No, you can open them.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. So, Stoneheart, you just kind of like walk up, grab the loading doors, and it's rusty. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me. No one's up.
Oh, I can help him. I didn't know we could help
let
him
go
with
by
that.
himself.
Here, I can help him out. Yeah.
Let's go.
14.
14? Yeah, it's not that hard. You like kind of like grab the loading doors, and then it's like they're rusted, like to the point that you would need to exert strength a little bit, but then, and then you hear like the mechanism, and you just lift it up, and then it like slides upwards, and then back, like a garage door, as you're kind of like sitting there, and then you notice what appears to be like these like kind of like long like tables that kind of like come up on the sides where what looks the smell of fish kind of permeates this area, and then also you notice like several conveyor belts like leading away into the darkness of this cannery.
I have a question. So this is a warehouse, right?
You get the idea looking inside now that this would probably be the cannery itself. You kind of hear shouting, and then also like people like running off in another direction.
Does like the roof have windows at all, or no? Is it like?
I would say the roof has windows, yeah,
Okay.
but they're maybe about like, let's say like 20 feet up. So.
Okay.
You smiling, I don't like this.
Can I? So, because everyone's probably gonna go in, can I like grapple onto the roof?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and make an ranged. Okay, I would say that this would be a little. There are rafters. There are rafters up there.
Was he
I'd say that
grappling
you
onto
could
the
hook
onto
up
the top of the roof,
Yeah.
or just on the
Yeah.
rafters?
Through
Top
the
of
window.
roof.
Onto the top of the roof.
Well, because it's
itself.
not inside yet, so I can just right.
Oh, okay. So just like onto like the top of the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Because it is pretty. I would say that it is kind of small.
Oh wow, natural.
No, it's fine.
Cool.
Natural one.
Yeah, so 2.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know what to. Okay. So yeah, so you just like kind of like hold it up, and then yours just kind of like you hear like. It's a very delicate mechanism. So you just like you like pull the trigger, and you just hear like what appears to be like a. And it just does like the blue light just starts to flicker off like repeatedly on your back, and then you just notice like the bolt just kind of gets halfway out and just goes and just sits there.
I'm not paying for that.
You're a menace. You're a menace to the game of
Can
D&D.
It just kind of turns. It's like, you better hope we don't need that to get down.
What were you even trying to do?
Stoneheart's gonna stealthily start going.
Through?
Towards
Okay,
the noise.
go ahead and move your character for me.
Like how far?
Like over to. Well, I don't know. Where do you want to move? Like those are conveyor belts.
So these are conveyors, and then what is this? Just conveyors.
Mhm.
So this
So-
is all on one floor, right?
Yeah, this is one floor. So
Conveyor belts just kinda
basically,
end right here?
what you're looking at here as you move.
Well, they would put
in-
stuff on. And then it would go.
So
Loading docks.
as you kind of like walk in through the loading docks, you notice these like large like tanks where you get the idea that fish must have been in there to like be cleaned, and then it kind of like goes down this conveyor belt, and there are like multiple places for like workers to like stand there, and like you get the idea to cut fish as it kind of slides down a slide into this large mechanism that this large like mechanism that just kind of goes further down.
Do I see people in the warehouse?
No, there's no one in here. It's been
It's
abandoned. It's been abandoned.
Oh, it's
for a
been
long time.
abandoned.
The machinery's like all rusty, and it just like kind of like the like actual like conveyor belts like slide into what appears to be a long like machine.
Well, we're looking for hostages, right?
Yes, but you're not entirely like sure where they are.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in then. I'm gonna sneak in.
Just gonna turn the group and say, our meat shield's running away. Let's go.
I'm gonna go over the conveyor belts and into like the main big
Okay.
area.
It's
Okay.
not a meat shield. That's rude. Don't call him that.
Okay.
Should I roll stealth or something?
Are you going
I'll-
moving
I'll
yourself?
follow
Yeah,
as
go
well.
ahead and move
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, I will also be moving.
17.
Are we all
17.
following him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, group
Yeah,
stealth check.
wait.
But you want to do the?
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna do it again?
So wait, did the thing like break, or is it just like malfunction?
Well, I'll try it again.
It didn't make a good noise, but that's all I'm going to tell you for now.
We ball.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yay, 9.
Okay, a 9.
Yeah.
That's not better. I don't know. So yeah, you just kind of like, turn it on, turn it back off again. It's like, so you just kind of like, you like retract it, and it like the bolt like tung, 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 like backs, like kind of goes back into place of whatever mechanism is launching it, and then you just kind of like, then you're like, okay, and then you just kind of like, you press it again, and then the bolt like gets stuck, and then you hear something like short circuit, and then all of a sudden there's like a pulse of like this blue energy, and you just like fly forward into the wall and just like boom, like just like get pummeled into the wall. Take like
You can take damage? Oh no.
take like 2 bludgeoning damage from it. Not that much.
So sad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna
We
fall.
should just see the kobold just fly across the
Okay.
two
So yeah, no, you guys are not stealthy anymore.
Darren's trying to like sneak through these conveyor belts.
You guys attempts stuff. So you're just kind of sitting there in the quiet as this is happening.
I just imagine it's like I was like sneaking along. Just
Yeah, and you're just like sitting there, like while you're just sitting there, like all stealthy as this is happening. Like, well, you are attempting to be stealthy. All of a sudden, you just see like this kind of bluish green like wave of magic go by, and then you just see a kobold like stuck into the wall, like making an indentation. And then you just see Slibb like peel off the wall, like slowly and land on the ground.
Cartoon.
And then yeah, and then you hear a sniffing sound.
We're all gonna die.
And with that, I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Okay.
That's a 22.
That is a 15.
15.
I got a natural 1.
Second.
Yeehaw,
Also
baby.
got a natural.
What? Okay, wait. We're gonna. Okay.
Caleb, did you get 2 natural
Anyway.
ones? Like, oh my god.
Dice jail.
Yeah, you need to like
do that
here.
one.
Take this. Actually, I don't want yours. Never mind.
Okay.
The dice gods are just not in our favor tonight. Oh my god.
Alright, Caleb's favorite.
So, as you
Or
guys hear
mine.
the sniffing sound, you're all like kind of sitting there. Let me think. 25 to 20.
22.
22. Oh.
Finally. What, did you get a nat 20?
No, we got 19.
My boy was
Okay.
ready.
20 to 15. He was expecting something like this to
15.
happen.
15, yeah.
What's your initiative?
Dexterity. What's your dexterity or initiative?
My initiative's +2.
Mine's also +2.
What's your
Well,
dex?
what's your dex score?
+2.
No, your dex score, not the modifier.
14.
The score.
14.
Hey, rolling!
Reroll, yeah,
Just roll a
reroll.
d20.
Roll D20.
Just roll a d20.
15.
2.
6.
Oh,
Okay.
that was a close one. Scarily.
Oh, boy.
That was scarily close.
Okay.
What's your initiative? 2. What's your dexterity? 14.
All right. 15 to 10.
No, they're
15.
Nick. They're all.
Okay, wait. Did I already call that?
They're all
Anyway,
ones.
10 to 5. You guys are all ones.
Yeah, 1.
Plus
I got a-
what?
Oh, she has a high initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I got +3.
You're both.
So what are you?
It
so
makes
you're
sense that
three?
he's going last. He's
So
got
you're
flung over the
4.
wall.
Yeah, 4.
You're 4, and you are
2.
2. Okay. What's your dexterity?
Oh.
Yay. Okay. Dexterity is like 13 in total.
Okay. What's the plus?
Plus 1. So,
Plus 1.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
So yeah,
New
and
character.
so you get the idea that there's kind of an office back here. Actually, I forgot to draw that. Sorry about that. You get the idea there are these 2 doors right here that lead to an office. And you get the idea that something was sleeping in there. But you must have woke it up. So yeah, you hear kind of like this sniffing noise, and then all of a sudden the door is open and revealing like this thing walking out on like 4 legs. It has like these like black scales that kind of run down its body and down into like a tail. As it kind of walks towards you, it kind of licks the air itself before like retracting its forked tongue into its toothy maw, its eyes glowing as it kind of looks around at you.
You were wrong when you said people were the scariest.
Yup.
There's just like this gray fog that follows this creature around.
Can Elena roll some sort of check to see if she knows what it is?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Could I help or just try?
Actually, we're in the initiative order. Actually, no, you guys don't have time.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
true.
It's like, yeah. Okay. Stoneheart, your turn.
That's about 45 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna run up 30 feet towards it.
And you find a nice minifig for it.
We're gonna go 25. We're gonna be 15 feet away from it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna use this. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna use this. All right. So that is kind of like. So that is.
Got the tiniest mini figurine.
It's like, I don't have a minifig for this, guys. Okay. Let me see. What is
Yeah, but maybe like a slightly bigger person.
like scarier minifig?
Monster comes as Silent Goblin.
Like to put this
Hey,
in
beggars
perspective.
can
To we have this itty bitty like kobold minifig for Slibb, and then we just have this even smaller like thing. I can't even make it out.
guys,
from here.
it's a really scary monster. Okay.
It squeaks at you.
It's scary.
It licks the air itself and growls.
And then it flicks the air.
thumbtack.
Just goes.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, fine. We'll use this random elemental.
There we
That's
go.
much better.
That's
Much
much
scarier.
yeah.
All right.
And as
All right.
So-
Wait, that should provide. That's okay. So that area right there, kind of because there's like all of these like conveyor belts, and it doesn't have to be perfect. But use your imagination. This Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. So as you notice, like these conveyor belts and like kind of these like kind of these like chutes that like slide into this large like machine that kind of like travels along the length of this room, are kind of like in front of you, and it kind of provides you some cover.
So, as Stoneheart just runs like 25 feet towards it, ice starts to show on his face, and he spits cold air directly at it.
Okay. So you're running towards it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if that you would see that then. As you kind of like run towards it, you notice like what appears to be like a barrel of sorts. It looks newer than the rest of the stuff here. Just kind of like sitting there.
So he's gonna just breath weapon, freeze it, try to freeze it.
Freeze
And
it,
that
okay.
sounds correct.
What are you trying to do exactly here?
I'm
You're
using
trying to
my
use
breath weapon.
metallic breath weapon, and
Yes.
which one?
Freeze.
The
Cold.
The cold one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, is it just the cold damage one, or are you using like the incapacitated one?
That's not listed on here because we don't have the book. So I don't know.
You should hold up. Okay. So, yeah. So you don't unlock that until level 5.
Okay.
Alright,
So then he's just gonna move up, and is that difficult terrain to get over the conveyor belts?
I would say yeah, but are you trying to get right in its... Oh no, wait, yeah, there's... Yeah, it would be difficult terrain, but that would only be like double
5 foot reach.
Yeah.
Oh, this is difficult terrain right
Yeah.
here? Is that technically my 5 foot reach right there?
No, because... No. Yeah, you would need to move forward a little bit more. Is it a 5 foot reach? I thought it was a cone.
No, I'm doing sword strike now.
You're doing short strike now. Okay.
I gave up. Never mind. I'm just gonna do the breath weapon. So he's gonna start running towards it. Freezing ice is coming out of his mouth, and then just he blows it on the guy.
Okay. So...
Paid.
So, as Stoneheart just kind of like runs forward, his like large like brown robe and cloak like billowing around him, and he like kind of like sits there, his goggles like flash for a second as there's this strange like light that starts to pulse around his scales, and you see coming out of his mouth this like white like fog, like as the air starts to form condensation from the amount of cold.
DC Dex 12.
DC Dex 12. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, that's an 8.
Nice.
Just checking.
And as that happens, it's going to take 8 cold damage.
It takes 8 cold damage as this like wave of like ice just like spirals out from his open maw as everything just starts to freeze. Like the metal starts to cool and it forms like a layer of frost around it in the area behind this creature does. As you notice, like as the cold like washes over, it kind of like shakes. The scales like starting to be covered in the cold. All right. That's going to be followed by Elena, your turn, with Tarantula on deck.
Okay.
No, it's Elena. Oh, wait.
No, it's Elena.
It is Elena.
Yeah.
Not on deck.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Erith, sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot about you, Erith. I don't know how we did that.
She could be.
All right.
Okay. I already used Expense Boost.
Is that barrel making noise?
No, it's not making noise.
Okay, well, I just hit it in my cone.
You hit it in your cone? Okay, it's frozen now.
I think there's someone in there. Probably drugs.
Frozen drugs.
Yeah, frozen drugs.
Yeah, they're pretty bad now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hex it, I think. I will cast Hex. on
You're
it.
going to cast Hex on it.
Yes, I believe. Oh, it's just a bonus action. Okay. So I'll deal an extra d6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I also choose an ability, and it has disadvantage with checks with that ability.
With checks
so I'll
with that
choose,
ability.
Strength, I think.
Okay. Got it. And that's just until the spell is taken off.
Yes.
Does it make a save?
No.
Okay.
It is too bad.
Okay.
Be really good at roll save.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then I will. Can I move this way a little bit? Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'll Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
Okay.
From the side.
All right. Okay. That machine's going to provide it with like 3/4 cover right there.
Which it?
That
What?
machine's going to require with 3/4 cover.
Oh, is it like tall?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a tall machine.
Oh, okay. I'll go the other way then. So
Yeah, there are these like tall like
That's difficult
machines that
terrain,
like.
so that's
kind
gonna
of
take.
rise above it.
Okay. I think I can.
So like.
How tall is the
10,
machine?
25.
You're good. Yeah,
Okay.
from there. How tall is the machine? I'd say
Uh,
about 7 feet.
I think that's
Up from 4.
Okay. Then I will
Describe how
Eldritch
you
Blast.
walked.
I'm gonna
Because-
vault over the
There we go.
It is
the conveyor
dim light
belts
in
and
here, so but
hit
that would
the,
only be for
the
perception
wall.
checks. Oh no, wait, you can see. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Maybe everyone has dark vision or something.
Does it remember?
That's per classic D&D.
Do-
Okay. Roll is 13 plus 5, 18.
18?
Yes.
Okay. 18. So, yeah, that hits.
Okay. D10 plus D6 plus 3. Oh wow. 15 plus 3, 18 damage.
18 damage.
Oh my god.
Okay. So as you kind of like, would you like to describe this or?
Oh, yeah. Elena will, as she vaults over the conveyor belt, she whips out her sword, and then as she comes, she kind of, when she gets to the wall, she doesn't slow down exactly. She kind of comes into contact with it, and then whips the sword out, and points it kind of in this downward slashing motion, and this wave of red energy peels off the sword, and hits the
Okay.
creature.
So this wave of red energy just kind of like navigates its way through and strikes the creature. It kind of like recoils backward, growling at you. Okay, that was how much damage again?
18.
18. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Erith, your turn.
Okay. How beat up does this thing look? I'm just kind of trying to tell by how like.
How messed up is it looking?
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't look. It looked fine after. It looked okay after like the wave of cold hit it, and then you just see like Elena like kind of like jump up onto the conveyor belt, and then just like cast these spells, and then as the wave of red like flame hit it, it just like recoiled backward, and now it's like kind of like burning. The red flame turning to like just like damage across its scales as it just kind of like stumbles backwards.
Okay. Erith is gonna kind of stare like incredulously at Stoneheart, like as like the ice like blasts her eyes, like that's my thing, and then he's gonna he's gonna run 25 feet over to the machine, and
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Rim's Binding Ice, and before I cast it, I can use my bonus action to fly up 10 feet. So I'm gonna fly up on the machine.
Oh.
You just do that?
Damn.
Yeah.
With what?
It's my Tempest magic.
Oh. What?
All right.
Are you an asshole?
No, I'm just sorcerer stuff.
Anyway. Okay. All right. So as you see, Erith like run forward, and you see like magic like start to charge up. Is it while you're casting? Is it you can do it whenever you're casting?
So it's
spell?
before or after?
Before or after? Okay. So as you see like this magic like charging up around him, you see his eyes and also like kind of the blue glow like shower up from his arms as he just like and the wind like swirls around him as.
So he kind of like gathers ice in his hands as he's running. You can see it almost looks like the water in the air around him as he runs is kind of like freezing. And then he kind of like jumps up and like the wind boosts him up, and then he just kind of gathers all the ice into a ball and just like extends his hands and just like a cone, a 30-foot cone of ice just
like slam dunks
flies
the spell.
flies down at the beast.
So it just like jumps atop this machine and slam dunks it right onto this creature. Right?
So yeah, he's gonna make a 13 con save.
Okay. That's an 8.
Okay, he's gonna
What?
take 15 cold damage,
Oh my gosh.
and he can't act. He can't move. He is
16.
Oh, 16?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I counted wrong.
16?
Are you sure?
Counted
from
from
the
4,
other side of the
5,
table.
7.
Oh, you're right. I'm
4,
stupid.
5, 7. Okay, 16.
And he cannot move until someone takes action. He or someone else takes an action to free himself.
Okay. So,
So he's just frozen in place.
got it.
What is this damage?
Gosh. Wow.
Spell.
All right. Anyway, so as you just like slam dunk it, this creature like growls and like flies backwards, like fog, like shooting out from like multiple jets of its body where it's been damaged. Okay. All right. Tarantula, your turn, followed by Slibb.
All right, so this creature can't move, right? Which
Yes.
means advantage.
It's not
Would it?
restrained.
No, it's not restrained.
Not restrained?
It just can't move. It's not restrained.
Yeah, so on,
Okay.
on a failed save, it just can't move until it takes an action to free itself.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
That's tough.
Darn it.
It has to take an action to free itself.
Yeah.
It or another creature. So like someone can, like break the ice.
Okay. Okay.
Don't mention that again.
Kind of beam this thing up. I'm abused.
Alright, so could I kind of go over to the side, like kind of next to where Elena is?
Mm-hmm.
Like next to it, not in
Okay.
front of it. Okay, and
On top of the conveyor belt?
Yes.
No.
Wait, what? Oh,
No.
is this
No,
on top
it's,
of it?
it literally had just like opened the doors and walked out, and then Stoneheart ran over and blasted it. So it's not
No,
on
it's-
top. It's
it's-
just
it's
in front of
Tarantula
like.
on
Yeah,
top of
no,
the conveyor belt.
she's on.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like standing behind the conveyor belt.
alright, and then are there any places to hide in this area? Like, could I duck under the conveyor belt?
Oh yeah, no, there are many places for you to hide.
Okay, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So just boxes, the conveyor belt, anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for sure. In that case, I will use my cunning action to take the hide action.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Uh, 2 plus 7, 9.
Okay, 9. Yeah, you kind of like, as you're kind of ducking back there, yeah, you just duck back there.
Okay.
You feel like you're hidden. You feel like you're hidden as you kind of duck behind this, like, this belt and prepare your attack. And you're like, yeah, it can't see me. I can see you.
All right. And then I will hit it with my my short bow.
Your short bow. Okay.
Yes.
Draw it out and jump. Aiming it. Jump above the conveyor belt.
13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And then... Ooh, 6 plus 3, so that is 9 damage.
9 damage. Oh, okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh!
Yeah. Ooh, you guys are good.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Tarantula just like jumps up from underneath this conveyor belt, and while she's in the air, she has her bow drawn back and she just fires it, and the arrow just lands straight and true right between its eyes.
Okay, so the creature like lets out like a long, like sickening growl as it just like stumbles around like back and forth, and every time it like kind of hits something, there's like an explosion of fog. All of a sudden, there's like a long howl before it just erupts into fog itself, and you all just kind of like stand there in the silence.
Stoneheart's instantly going into the office.
Okay, instantly going into the office.
Okay. Are we still in initiative order?
No.
Okay.
No, it's...
The field is clear of hostiles. At least.
Someone check that barrel.
Correct.
I'm gonna
Where is-
go.
Oh, the barrel's next to it.
I'm gonna go try and figure out what that
Where's the
thing
office?
is.
It just disappeared.
It just disappeared. Yeah.
Where's the
Oh, it
office?
disappeared.
Yeah, it left without trace. It's just fog. So no. Okay. So. Yeah, you walk into the office. You kind of like open up the doors. What do you see like in the darkness? Do you have dark vision?
I do not believe I do.
Okay.
You see nothing.
You see nothing. Let's see.
I thought it was gonna last longer if you kind of dumb up on the platform.
Erith's just like standing there.
He's chilling.
fun.
So what was its initiative? Like -3?
Oh yeah, no, you guys were all like, "Oh, I rolled a 1," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's sad for them." And I rolled a 2. I was like, "That's why." No, that's why he was like, "I got a 2." I was like, "What's your dexterity?" Okay.
One's over here like, oh yeah, we got terrible initiative monsters.
Shut up! Stop bullying me,
Right.
guys.
All right. What are you looking for here, Ryan?
What's in the office?
Oh, what's in the office? Oh, okay. So, all right. So you
Nothing.
just kind of like look in the office, and you see like there are like these windows that like look out at the like cannery itself. And as you kind of like look in there, you see like what appears to be like a desk and what used to be bookshelves. Although the bookshelves have like are kind of like broken, and the books themselves like are like you get like the moisture from the sea has kind of ruined them at this point. Especially as like this place is pretty run down.
Is this one of many canneries?
Yes, this is the Fishhook Cannery Company has like many canneries here. This is just one that they abandoned.
So wait, are we supposed to check every single cannery?
No, this one specifically is one that this organization has.
And there's no
taken
hostages in here.
There are no hostages in here, but there's more to the cannery. There
Okay,
were multiple
okay.
warehouses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, we're dead. Okay, so there's nothing in the office.
Yeah, there's nothing in the office.
Joke's on you, I already got my reward.
You're just gonna walk back out then.
Okay.
Kind of confused.
Could I go up and check that barrel?
That barrel? Okay. You walk up and you open up the barrel, and it's full of this. It's full of like this black shiny powder,
Do I recognize it?
and it kind of like. Do you recognize it as you're walking? Yeah. Okay. So as Stoneheart just like kind of walks out, you catch the smell of brimstone and gunpowder as she just like opens it up, and there's just this wave of gunpowder that's whoosh as she like opens the barrel.
I think we should snort it.
Imagine if I had a breath weapon that was fire.
What
oh my
is
God.
that?
You think Green Flame Blade would ignite?
Let's find out.
That could have been fun if I got a turn. I was gonna like.
You didn't even get it.
I know I didn't.
Oh,
My
that's-
plan though was to
that's
send
very
2
good.
arcane missiles at the beast and 2 missiles at the fucking.
Oh.
Okay,
would've
so
been
We would have all been dead.
so correction. We've looked through this.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. So should we move on to the next warehouse?
A
bit
Yeah.
confused.
So as you're kind of like, oh yeah. So basically, so back there, so that you so see that like building. So you see further down, the throughout this building, you see doors that appear to lead outward, and yeah, just like doors that lead outward from the back of this room, as you kind of walk across the cannery floor.
Okay, I'm gonna start moving towards those doors.
All right, so you kind of feel around in the dark.
Okay,
And yeah, you kind of like stumble over. a
Okay,
few
I'm
things
gonna
and
light
cans
my
and stuff.
lantern.
Or you just kind of
I'm gonna light my lantern.
after stubbing your toe on the third, can, you just like get sick of this crap, and then you just like light the, you just like strike a match, light your oil lantern, and hold it up, and you see like kind of around you, there have been multiple, there are just like kind of multiple crates and boxes lying around, of like, just like different goods. That you get the idea that this organization, while being holed up here, has just kind of left their stuff lying around.
I'm gonna go through it all.
You're going to go through it all. That would take a while.
Okay, I'm gonna go through like one crate that's in front of me.
All right, so you go through like one crate that's in front of you, and you just kind of like are met with like typical like just like a jerky.
Okay.
As you just like open it up.
Okay.
Fish
Could I
jerky.
do a quick like search around to see if there's any like evidence of hostages?
Make an investigation check for me.
Better goods than bads. Nobody left.
All right.
Boo! Get off the stage!
Whoa! What in freedom? That dice went all the way across the table.
Okay, that is a 14 -1, so that's 13.
It's a 13. Okay. So you kind of like you see these crates, and it's like perhaps there's evidence of hostages in there. So you just dive into the crates and you just like start like searching around through the many crates and
God
stuff.
damn it! They turned him to jerky.
No!
Well, yeah, no, but you're looking around the floor and stuff, and like you kind of like check out a few crates, and you find in the dust and the, like just like all of this like odd like moss and mildew that's just kind of like
If she
seeped into this
if she
place.
finds any like jerky, could she just grab a slice and put it in her mouth while she's looking? So she's like chewing on it while she's looking for these
Is
hostages.
it out of the
Not
crate
the
or is it just on the
hostages!
floor?
Just on the
It was
floor.
never
On
about
the
the
hostages.
Just on the
So
floor.
like yeah,
Like
and
if there's a relatively non-dusty looking one on the floor, she just
Stoneheart,
grabs
while
it.
feeling around, had kicked a crate over, and all this jerky had spilled out, and then like onto the mildewed, like dirty floor. And Tarantula's like, "Yo,
No, not the hostages.
We need them alive.
She's just like,
Yeah. And as you're searching through, like you find like kind of in the like in this mess, you find 5 copper pieces and 1 silver,
oh,
rich.
nice.
and also 10 cans of sardines just scattered around here. It takes
Nice.
I'd
I
say
will.
that takes you about 5 minutes or so.
I will-
Just like kind of looking around. Yeah.
I will take all of those.
Yeah, just kind of like searching around.
So how many copper and how many silver?
5 copper and 1 silver and 10 cans of sardines. So as you guys are just kind of like sitting there,
Wait, I
like,
have a question.
what do we do next? And you just
Can
see
I-
like Tarantula just like walking around, like, ooh, sardine can. It's like the second sardine can, and then pretty soon she's just walking around with, like a pile of sardine cans in her arms.
Can I take one of the sardine cans?
Yep.
And like open it, dump out the sardines, just fill it with gunpowder and like, close it and put it in my satchel.
Gonna go boom.
Okay.
You devious
Erith,
dog.
Erith is like sitting here, and he like picks up one of he just like walks by Tarantula and just casually grabs one of her cans of sardines, and then like you see like Fishhook Cannery Co, and you see a sardine on it, right? You know, a sardine is
awesome.
kind of printed on that can, and you like scrape it open, dump like these gooey like sardines and like olive oil out, and then you just kind of like walk over, and then you just like take a nice like scoop. It's like laundry detergent. You just like take a nice scoop
gonna
of
kill me
the
later.
gunpowder, and then you just like crease the can back in place, and yeah.
For later.
Kind of
Yeah,
like where this is going.
Yeah.
Hey, Tarantula.
Tarantula's just sadly staring down at the sardines that have been wasted on
Its
the floor.
eyes just kind of like looking up at you.
These are like whole sardines.
What
Yeah,
happened?
it's just like
Edgy combat.
no, it's just like it's like a whole movie.
If I ever get by a fire spell, I'm dead.
Tarantula, can I
love that
trade you
smell.
a giant crab leg for like 4 sardine cans?
My
How
brain's
big
insane.
is this crab
He
leg?
just pulls out like a crab leg. It's about a foot. It's about a foot. I'm gonna say that you couldn't carry the entire, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
about a foot. Yeah. It's like rotting crab. Just like the smell of like rotting fish just fills.
You
the-
know, I will give you 2 cans, just, for free. On the
Stoneheart's out of
house.
here.
Stoneheart's just like, and then Stoneheart opens the doors and walks outside. Okay, so you see that
Sadness.
I do want to say I'm doing exactly what you did.
you're taking
The
the
gun
sardine can. Okay, so so opens the sardine can, puts the sardines on the ground, then you
Get him
waddle
ideas.
over and start jumping, and you get to the top of the crate, you climb into the crate, you just you would know what that is. You would know. I don't know if you would know.
How was the gunpowder?
I wouldn't know. I don't think you would know it's gunpowder. Make an
I mean, I feel like I
make
would.
an intelligence check for me. Just make
He's a
general.
kobold. You should know.
Uh,
If he has a candle in his head.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's incredibly dangerous.
Is it lit? Go ahead, is it lit?
Yeah, it's okay.
Is it lit?
What?
Is it lit? It's always lit.
It's
isn't it?
lit, but it's like contained, so it's not.
It's in his
like,
lantern.
It's in.
Suddenly the lantern.
Nathan doesn't get to have his fun. It's like,
Just roll
No, don't worry.
This is matter.
It's magic. There's
It
no
went
like
poof.
Oh, it's-
opening.
Oh,
Like-
it's magic. Oh.
Yeah,
Is it
no,
like a
it's-
magic light in there?
No, so okay. It's like you have the lantern. Right?
Okay.
no. Oh, wait, hold on.
Caleb desperately
It's
tries
like
to talk his way.
It's completely closed. Okay, like the flame cannot touch.
Oh, you sure
the
about that?
powder.
Let's.
Unless
Oh, it's completely closed,
Yeah, but what was the hole?
but it's
No.
hot, So.
Nate, that's not how it works.
Don't worry. No, you helped your cause. You helped your cause with the dark. That's fine. Okay.
You just
Yeah. You
percentiles.
just kind of the flame just kind of gets pretty close, and you're just like.
I
and
really
it just
hate the
hopped
idea
down.
that there was actually a chance that we all
All
died
right,
right there.
but make an intelligence check to see if you actually know what this is, or if you're just copying Erith, because yeah, he's doing that.
Can Tarantula also follow Stoneheart out of here? She's tired of looking
Yeah,
at these
okay.
sardines on the floor.
Stoneheart, you're just I would like to think that Stoneheart has just turned around to look at what everyone else is doing in the room, and then he just sees this candle light, flickering, and then just goes,
out of here.
It's like this thing of gunpowder, and then you just hear ruffling around in it, and it just comes out, and he's fine, and you're
Cool
just
guys don't look
Can
at
Erith as he sees Slibb going to do the same thing, he's just gonna kind of quickly back away towards the entrance,
I can imagine hearing little mumbles.
So anyway, Stoneheart. So anyway,
Everyone's backing away.
So anyway, Stoneheart, as you open these doors, you come into the night air and are soon met by the sight of a very exploded building that has just nearby.
DM.
Oh.
I haven't done anything yet. Is there anything else in this room? Any other doors? Any other piles of crates? Anything?
I would say
Anything
that
we have
there
not
is
done yet?
Magic gauntlets
Okay.
in the corner.
Magic gauntlet. Yeah. Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Is that a door?
Those are doors, yeah.
I'm walking
So
over there.
Wait, did
at
I walk through those already?
Yeah, you walked through that. So you get
Oh.
so at
Wait,
the
oh, this is the office.
that is the
yeah,
door
this
to
is
the
big
office.
door,
So basically, on one side of the room, there's a door to the office, and further out, at the other end of the room, you get the idea that this is to offload the cans into whatever would be, carrying them away. All right.
Yo, we're walking out through the
Standing on top of the barrel is the minifig, and then all 4 of us are out the door already.
Okay. So, yeah. Slibb, make an intelligence check for me to see if you
Yeah.
are familiar with this substance that.
Roll this one. It's better.
Erith
I was
is.
gonna say, with my background, I believe I should be.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah, no, you
exactly.
know what that is. Yeah.
I was gonna text you.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Okay. No, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
You know what the boom booms do.
You know what the rooms do. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you walk
Six
outside and you see
candle in
a
it.
very exploded building, and kind of next to it, and you see kind of a bunch of people have already rushed over to that part of it, and are kind of looking around over there. But you see more of them have left and gone further, as they appear to be pursuing some people.
So
Right.
there's people on this rack.
There are a few people looking around, but they're very far away and absorbed in what they're doing. And you see further along. So basically, at the top of this cliff, there's just this green grass around, and further down the path, kind of towards Green Cliff, you see that they've gone that way. You hear footsteps.
Okay, is there another warehouse or cannery area?
Yes. So actually, to your right, as you walk out of this doorway, you see another warehouse. The faded letters of Fishhook Cannery Co. Kind of dot this wood, metal, and stone building.
He's gonna stealthily go into the building.
All right. There's one. I'm not sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Roll stealth.
Roll stealth for me. Group stealth check if you're all of them.
Yeah.
Hate my life.
God damn it.
Someone give this man some good dice.
I know.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's just a 6. It's just a 6.
Okay. So,
17.
okay, 6, 17,
16.
16, 14, 14.
13.
Okay, I'd say that succeeds. You only rolled a, what, 14?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Um,
I got a 6. So.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of like, all kind of, yeah, you don't think anything hears you guys as you kind of like make your way through the fog and into what appears to be this large warehouse building. And you see kind of like stairs leading up to a normal door, Stoneheart, as you kind of like creak it open and you see more darkness. But do you have your lantern with you?
Yes.
Just kind of shine your lantern and you're revealed with shelves just going back to the very back of the warehouse that just kind of descends into the darkness itself of this room. For those of you with dark vision, you see the shelves just go to the very back of the building itself.
Okay, we're gonna push forward.
Okay. By the way, this warehouse is this warehouse is kind of pushed against, like, you see, like, what appears to be a, like, large wall of rock that has just kind of been, like, pushed out of the ground is, like, directly behind this warehouse.
Okay.
So, yeah, as you kind of, like, walk your way in. As the ground around here, like I mentioned before, is very rugged. So, yeah.
Is there anything in the warehouse as we push forward?
People.
There be
Big scary monsters.
big scary monsters. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Erith, if you're looking for that. What are you looking for, Stoneheart?
People. Hostages.
Go ahead and
like,
help Erith, I guess. Are you gonna help Erith?
You're good. I already got 19.
Okay.
Well, actually, perception. A natural 20.
Yeah. You sit there for a bit, and all seems to be like pretty quiet. So yeah, you think you're good for now.
So walking. What's on the shelves again?
Cans and crates of cans.
Okay. Is there any like doors to offices or anything, or anything else in here?
Doors to offices or anything near? No, not really. It's just a warehouse. So.
Could Tarantula once again look for any signs of, like, hostages that might have been here? Maybe, like, a shred of clothing or, like, shackles?
Make an investigation check for me. Is anyone helping with that?
Oh.
Okay. Elena and Tarantula. So you can either roll with advantage or you can both roll.
You.
Okay, Tarantula. go
Are
ahead.
you sure? Okay. Ooh, okay, 17.
Ah, I knew it.
17. Okay. So, as you're kind of sitting there, you see what appears to be like a large amount of mud that's just kind of deposited in the. You see a large amount of mud that's just kind of like. You go and you see a back door, like kind of leading out of this warehouse, and you see like just another standard like door that would lead out. And you see what would appear to be like mud leading into it, as if there had been a lot of foot traffic leading out of it. Even though this warehouse is pretty empty, and also that's just a cliff back there.
God damn it! They turned the hostages to mud.
Keeps getting worse and worse.
Guys, you might want to check this out. There's a lot of mud here, but I don't understand how anyone would get here from a cliff.
It's a cliff that kind of, not a cliff, well, it's like a wall of stone that just kind of rises up.
Yeah.
Can I make an assumption here?
Mm-hmm.
I really hope this isn't out of character.
It's just leading out the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is how high can I estimate the cliff to be?
The cliff that you're currently on, or the cliff that's just kind of rising up out of the back of this?
Out of the back.
Yeah, it is kind of like a bluff, and then like there's like flat ground around it, and then kind of it like goes down a hill leading back into Green Cliff. But out behind it there is like an angular like wall of stone kind of jutting out, and that's what this warehouse is pressed up against.
Okay. How high is the angular wall of stone from the ground below it?
the like wall of stone rising up from where you guys are. Maybe about like 40 feet.
Do you do you think a sky ship could come down here? That was a character question.
That was a question for me.
No, it was a
Just for
character
you guys.
question.
Like if it could land
It
on
could
the
be a
roof?
question for you.
Could be a question for me.
Could a sky ship come down here?
You ask the air, and which the air refuses to respond.
Well, like, okay. Is it... Like, is there a roof? Well, like, can it land on the roof and then, like, let people off?
Okay, the roof is like, it's a standard roof. Like,
It's flat.
Like, not
Or
flat,
it's
it's
pointed.
like a
Okay.
pointed roof, yeah.
So he's basically asking if it could go on top of the cliff.
It is
and
leading,
then,
the
yeah,
mud is leading out the door.
leading out the door.
Yeah. So it's leading out the door, yeah. For a, okay, yeah, you think maybe, yeah, sure. Because,
Yeah, just possibly.
yeah, it's a
Float the
possibility,
idea.
because, yeah.
Yeah, just no
Did we
response.
hear people like walking and talking?
Yeah, but they're all kind of, you get the idea that the entire, like, half of their base that just fell off the side of the mountain, not mountain, but like this, like, little cliff here, it kind of distracted them a lot. And they kind of moved on.
Let me
Could
ask you another question. How did they get here?
could Tarantula like open the door just a little bit, the back door that she's standing by, and look outside? Are there any like footsteps leading away from this building?
I'll say that as part of that investigation check, yeah, you do notice, like, the mud and stuff, like, kind of leads outward, and you see a rift in the stone leading into the wall itself and a cavern.
Last time we went into a rift into the stone wall in the... We got teleported to a random dimension.
Metagame,
Alright, well, Stoneheart's gonna
Imagine
sneak
having
in.
Dungeons and Dungeons and Dragons.
He's gonna go straight
come on.
out,
Alright,
and he's gonna
let's
sneak
go
in.
everyone.
Is that character?
Alright.
Alright, so let's go.
Okay.
Elena will just kind of point to the rift. Do we all know it's there, or is it just trash?
Uh,
I think it's
wait,
just.
what is?
Would it just be?
Does everyone know the rift is there?
I
Yeah,
believe
no,
it's.
it's just kind of like this
Okay.
crack in
It's
the
just
stone, which
like-
eventually widens out into a cavern.
Elena just kind of
Understood.
points her sword at the rift. Please don't tell me we have to go in there.
I thought the exact same thing.
Well, I don't want to go in there either, but
Are the footprints leading into here?
Yeah, the footprints are
I'm
leading.
gonna jump in.
It's not like a rift in the ground, but yeah, you just kind of like
Oh, yeah.
jump into the.
I was like, oh,
The
the music
cave.
going here now. Ah!
Okay, well, I'm gonna follow.
Okay, so lantern.
Why
Yep.
is our wizard going
Lantern.
first?
Okay. So as you
No,
kind
no, lantern.
okay, you hold the lantern out as your lantern's on, right?
Yeah. it's
Okay.
on.
Oh,
So
well,
as
then
you-
the I'll turn.
Okay, you both have lanterns. Okay.
I'll
yeah.
turn mine off.
Okay, you kind of like douse your lantern or to waste, or to not waste your oil. As you kind of like sit there like following Slibb, you kind of like slowly like move through the cavern, and you see it's just like kind of like slowly the dirt of the ground like turns to a dark gray stone as you begin to navigate through what appears to be like just a very long like cavern that kind of descends down into the side of this just underground.
Is this man-made?
No. So as you kind of feel your way through the darkness, you kind of navigate your way until eventually you reach what appears to be like an almost like a side chamber here. And that's when you see torches lit and you hear voices.
How high is the ceiling in this cave?
Here I'd only say like maybe about like it's kind of it goes between 10 to 15 feet. That's it. Can you see who's in here from here? Actually, all of you make a stealth check.
okay.
A 6 again.
That was a okay.
He's in the lead.
6,
11.
11,
6.
6,
18.
18. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. So you kind of like stumble upon what appears to be like a group of people. You count
200 million. From real horrible deaths. Thank you for listening, everybody.
That's it. End of the podcast. We're all dead.
Let me see. All right. So you count about like 5 people like chained up. You see like some of them like appear to be either like salvagers or farmers. And you count about like 4 people like walking around this room.
Are they like red sashed guards? They look like. Have the crappy armor and stuff.
Yes, although some of them look a little bit better. You see like
I don't want to fight better dudes. I fight worse dudes.
okay. So you see
They have even crappier armor. Or no armor.
so you see what appears to be you see like you see a tiefling kind of like wearing like a long like dark coat as he's just kind of like sitting there in the back, peeking out, looking around, and you see a kind of like a larger like you see like a larger like more muscular like human man, like kind of like with a dirty blonde hair and dark eyes as he's just sitting there. They're all, and you see kind of at the back, like sitting with them, you see a red-haired woman, kind of like in a standard, like just in a standard tunic with a bow. You recognize her to be Samantha, too.
Is this the only entrance that we're coming into?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not something.
Okay. And you see what appears to be a now this is interesting. You see the man who's currently like talking to the rest of them. He's currently like wearing a black robe, just kind of like wrapped around his face, and a mask like obscuring his features. It looks like it's just like a simple wooden mask with eyes in it, and also lots of teeth, like kind of like running down. There is no bottom jaw, just teeth, like kind of like coming down from the bottom, and that's it, as he's just sitting there. And you see as he moves around, you see like these you see like he's kind of like covered in these like odd like trinkets as that like click and clatter as he moves around.
Can I recognize him as like a higher ranking person?
I think that's pretty obvious.
You wouldn't know what this is, or who this is.
What this
What
is?
this is. I meant that in terms of rank.
The red-headed girl, do I recognize her from the alleyway?
Yeah. She was the one that saw you guys.
Okay.
Well, wait, I'm not remembering.
So you got the idea that someone, at least Valrez or a few of you, I think Tarantula was the one who saw, someone was watching the fight and had retreated
Oh,
back.
and now she's tied up?
No,
No,
she's
no,
sitting there.
Oh, she's just sitting there. Okay. Does she look like she's in charge? Is she wearing a red sash? What's going on?
Hey, we can kind of assume these are the
she's
bad guys.
wearing she's wearing like a red sash. Like
Oh, okay. So we gotta kill her. Okay.
No, guys, it's fine. They're not wearing red sashes.
Guys, they're not the bad guys. They're not wearing red sashes.
I mean, I don't know. If I'm killing people, just so on. White people.
So
How many people are chained up again?
maybe about 5.
Fuck.
Okay. And they all look to be like farmers and salvagers. So, as you're all kind of standing there, you see the like robed figure like kind of just like kick the like one of the people that's chained up, and it's like an older gentleman. He just kind of like falls on the floor, and then he's like, "Now, I know that some of you must know." You hear a voice come from behind the mask. "Now you're going to tell me, where is Arun Shesk?" And then, immediately, the figure just turns its head directly towards where you guys like had started to enter, hearing the footsteps, and you see what appears to be red flames just light up from behind the eyes.
So we're rolling initiative.
We're rolling initiative.
Quick question. Who is Arun? Is Arun someone we know?
Make a history check, Elo.
Me?
19.
19?
No, that was for initiative. No. History.
I got.
Okay. What did you get?
I got a 19 for history.
19 for history?
Or 17 for history.
17 for history?
Or, sorry, 7. Oh, that's natural 20 for initiative.
It's also a natural 20 for initiative.
What the hell?
Okay, wait.
Natural one for initiative.
I'm so confused what everyone's rolling right now.
Wow, this is great. Hold on.
Okay, just
Both
tell me
characters
your
on the same wavelength right now.
Yeah, we're
Seven,
our dice are
seven
gonna
for
I'm also
history,
useless 'cause I have
no
and-
Wait. Let's just do history.
And then a 17 for initiative.
So 17. Oh, don't. Okay, wait.
Okay, let's just do history first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
history
History.
first, because I'm hearing like 10 different checks here.
You rolled.
Okay. Oh, you?
50. 18, actually. Sorry.
Okay. I know you guys. You do not know. This name doesn't ring much of a bell. Except for you, Tarantula, because that mention that you guys went to earlier, the name on it. Okay.
The
Alright.
name on the.
The last name specifically. Shesk.
We're not using that.
Not using that. You kind of remember it from the name on the gate of the manor you went to. Right. So,
Should me and William roll again to see who goes first?
You know it's all the same.
25.
Oh, I got on that one. Oh, I got on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
It is actually right.
Me and William both have natural 20s.
Okay. 25 to 20. So both natural 20s. Who has the higher? Okay. Roll against each other.
14.
5. Damn it.
14, 5. Okay.
Okay,
So,
one for one. Next one takes it.
If it sounds like
Elena?
static, that's the rain.
Anyway.
This is very loud. Like
It adds to
Okay.
the ambiance.
Yeah.
20 to 15.
Except we're in a cave.
Oh, I didn't roll.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. Okay. Let's go. All right, and that is okay. Did I say? Oh, 15 to 10.
I got a 14.
You got a 14. Okay.
Oh, we're actually not too bad this time.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 to 5.
6.
6. Okay. Okay. And all right. So we're going to start with you, Erith, with Elena going next.
Alright. Erith is just kind of swear as like the red flaming eyes like snaps and turns towards them. Where are the hostages? Like, are they on all one side of the room, or are they like spread out? Like, where?
Where are the hostages? They're just kind of like all in the center of the room.
In the center.
Mhm.
It's annoying.
The room is about like maybe let's say like 30 feet by 30 feet.
30 feet by 30 feet. Okay. So
Fireball.
No big cone spells, damn it. Okay, how far away? So there was a red haired lady, guy in the mask, and how many other guards?
The guy in the mask the red-haired woman in the tunic with the bow, and the tiefling wearing the dark clothing, and then the one guy wearing the ramshackle armor and like kind of the typical mace.
And are the three, the red-haired and the ramshackle mace and tiefling all together?
So yeah, they're all kind of like there in a corner of the room, and then the other guy is just kind of sitting there alone.
Okay.
Standing over this guy.
Okay, I'm just gonna run across the cave 30 feet towards the three guys, and I'm gonna cast a second level empowered thunder wave right in their face.
Jesus.
And then
Is he gonna hit the hostages?
am I?
Are you gonna rush towards the guys in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, so I'm gonna hit him? I'm not gonna cast if I'm gonna hit the hostages.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said they were in the corner,
Yeah,
so.
it's probably best to set up the map.
Just do it.
Whatever.
And then we have this guy.
Yeah, so
And
I'm gonna
we're
run like
the
around.
None of
him,
these
like-
miniatures match, but yeah, there you go.
Where are the hostages
Next to that
located?
guy.
Like right here.
Next to okay.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he's
so-
like behind them.
So hold on, I'm just gonna. Would this be
Yeah,
hostages?
Those would be the hostages.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
So I'm not gonna hit them now.
Okay.
Yeah, so they need to make. This is second level, so they need to make 13 concerts.
A 13 concert?
13.
Okay. Yeah.
Get rolling.
Alright. That is going to be a 9. A 15. And a 11 on them back. Okay.
Is this like an intelligent being? Oh no, that's stupid. Yes. Never
Okay.
mind.
So 2 of them fail, 1 succeeds.
2 fail, 1 succeeds.
Okay, so the 2 that fail are gonna get flung back 15 feet, which is nowhere. They're just gonna hit the wall.
Okay. And how much damage?
Okay, so it's empowered, so I roll 3 dice in
Okay.
the second level, and then I can re-roll however
Got it.
many I like, or just up to 3.
Alright.
But I can't like re-roll the same dice over and over again. So 8, not gonna re-roll that. 1, I'm gonna re-roll that. 6.
Do it here.
Oh, sorry. And 5, so I'm gonna keep that. So that's 19.
19
I'm gonna
damage?
take 19 thunder
Okay.
damage, and then half that is math.
Is 9. Okay. Yeah. Round it.
And then because I cast.
You said 19 damage?
19.
19
damage, yeah. And then because I cast a spell, I'm gonna fly up 10 feet.
Okay.
Straight up.
Damn.
Alright.
Is it just a thing like when you cast a spell you get to fly?
Yeah.
Bro, you like ran forward, punched the ground, and then just flew up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch the ground, and as he punches the ground, like air just kind of whooshes up, and he flies up.
That's so cool,
It's
honestly.
like playing human Tetris.
Yeah, that doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, which is awesome.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Why do you look like such a badass?
Okay. And, what's math here?
Just right on top of the hostages.
Wait, so there's 3 normal bad guys, and then there's 1 masked guy, and there's 4 hostages.
Alright. So yeah, as you just kind of like run forward and slam your hand in the ground, your eyes like light up and glow, and then there's a wave of like thundering energy as they all just kind of like get stunned and like get sent backwards, and you notice Samantha just immediately just gets slammed against the wall, and you hear her neck snap and falls into the ground.
Oh,
Jesus.
Wait, how did we know her name?
Because we knew.
Yeah, we did.
Wait, you talked to her?
Mhm.
Oh.
Not part of this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I hope you didn't like her very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And then all of a sudden, eyes still glowing, you like fly 10 feet up into the air and nearly hit your head on the top of the camera. Actually, can you choose to fly less than 10
Don't
feet?
do that.
Okay.
Because it is 15 feet and you are taller. You're around that height.
damn.
Yeah.
Pierce also drops his neck.
Let me check. I'm
One
pretty sure
shot,
it goes
2
up.
kills.
Let me see if it says up to 10 feet. I'm pretty sure it does, but let me just
Says
be
up to
sure.
10.
Imagine being attacked like that. Like you just get bum rushed, right? He kills your friend. He
I did-
flies up,
I just-
cracks his neck, and just flops back down.
Yeah, it's okay. It's up to 10
So
feet.
bad thing right there.
It's up to 10 feet. So
It's
it's gonna
up to
fly
10 feet,
until like
okay.
his head is like brushing the ceiling. And just
Okay, yeah.
looking down at the
you
peasants
kind,
below him.
yeah, you kind
Roll
of
a
fly up
saving
and
throw.
you kind of like
Half
fly
my
up,
voice.
and then like your power like fades, and then you kind of like look up and you're like, oh, and then you just kind of like tuck in, and then and then you slowly start to climb.
Duck and roll.
All right,
That's not what it is. What is it? Okay.
Elena, your turn.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I killed the rain in
Elena,
one too, so they
your
can't get
turn.
me.
Tarantula.
My turn. Okay.
You're up next.
So, pulls out sword. No, sword already out. Da 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 da. Stab, stab, stab. Big mask guy. Stab, stab, stab. I have nothing to do. I literally have to.
I kind of understand what's going on in that.
Flame blade.
Well, it's not going to do anything to him. There's no one within 5
Right.
feet.
So you're going to move within 5 feet of him?
This is no longer a rescue mission. We are here for blood.
We get executed for killing hostages.
Ooh, okay, we don't want to go there. This is
I swear,
milestone.
guys, we're not
This is
horrible
milestone.
people.
Okay.
Please.
I'm going to take like 20 damage.
Nah, we'll just
Okay.
what is it? Still hard.
What is it?
Oh my god. 5 plus 5, 10.
10 for what?
An attack roll.
An attack roll with a sword.
attack.
Oh.
I don't have any
actually.
spell slots.
So yeah, so you kind of like you bring your sword forward, like your rusted sword forward. It starts to glow with that like red energy, and you bring it up, and then this like you bring it up to slice this like masked figure's head off, and then all of a sudden you just like your sword stops, and you see what appears to be like a clawed, like strong skeletal hand just holding the sword in place before it hits this thing's head, or this person's head.
Okay, he's a badass. We get
The
it.
red energy just dissipates past it, and you just see like behind the mask these red like glowing eyes behind it.
Does Erith see this?
You're flying. Yeah, you're running. You ran forward.
Oh,
enough
yeah, I'm
to
running
here.
past him. Yeah, I
you're
don't
running
care.
fast. This is all happening instantaneously. Yeah, like a few seconds.
Must be nice having spell slots.
You're
Alright.
a warlock. Shut up.
All right, Tarantula, followed by Slibb. You're up next.
All right. What's the terrain of the area looking like? Is it very clear?
Very
or
clear.
Okay, so no rocks or any places to hide, really? Okay.
No, nothing to hide behind really.
Besides
Besides the corner that you came in. So yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. She's going to use cunning action to sneak into that like dark corner and try to hide.
And try to hide. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make stealth check.
Oh my god, 7 plus 7, 14.
Nice.
It was a 7. Doesn't matter.
Okay. And then I believe I'm sorry, I'm forgetting. Would advantage for being hidden be on this turn or the next turn?
You used a bonus action to hide?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that would be this turn then. Because
This
it's
turn?
before, yeah, you're hidden now.
Okay. In that case,
Where are you hitting?
I'm going to use my short bow to try and hit the big guy.
The big guy. What's the masked man?
Yeah.
The masked person.
Actually, can I, from where I am, can I reach like the regular guards?
The regular guards. From there, what's your range on your short bow?
My range is 80.
80. Okay. I believe, yeah, you could probably reach it. Yeah, you could reach it from there. Yeah.
Okay.
That is the,
Okay, I will hit the big man then.
the big man. Okay.
Yes.
Big man.
Man in the kabuki mask.
See. All right, so that
You're
is
talking about the large guy with the mace, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. That
what?
is a 10 plus 5, so 15.
15, okay. So that's going to be... Oh, 15?
Yes.
Yeah, so he just gets, like, shot, and then you see the arrow, like, go through his head, and you just see blood, like, splatter the wall in front of him, and then he just drops to his knees and falls onto the ground.
Oh, so
All
that
right,
wasn't the mask.
So
No, that wasn't this guy. That was the...
You just
Okay.
died.
Yeah, he looks pretty dead.
So there's only one dude
has a
left
hole in his
next to Pierce?
Yeah, there's only one dude next to Pierce, yeah.
as this guy like falls to the ground, you see if you're happening to look in that direction, you can see Tarantula's eyes just go very pale for a long moment, and then they snap back to normal.
Okay. Stoneheart, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run forwards.
I rolled very low on initiative, guys.
Yeah, you
I'm not
did.
even joking, yeah.
Please tell me you have bait and switch or something.
Wait, no, is that my?
I'm gonna run like.
Unlike all of these
No,
guys, I rolled such low initiative.
Yeah, hang on. No, never mind.
I'm gonna run like right up to like the side.
Oh wait, sorry, Slibb.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey.
Sorry,
Go
both
back.
of your names start with S. It's, yeah.
Uses like time stop.
Okay.
We'll just move up here. And then we'll cast a second spell slot level thing, Arcane Missiles on this fucker.
Okay.
Big guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
What, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13?
13
Alright,
damage?
13 bludgeoning, 4.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
13 bludgeoning?
Yeah, 13.
Alright, force.
Or is it force?
It is force.
Yeah, force.
So, can you describe this for me?
Yeah, so I'm gonna like run up here and I'll like swing my staff and like point at him, and then 4 bolts will like simultaneously just shoot out and then shoot at the dude.
Okay, so as the bolts like fly forward, these what color are they?
Purple.
Purple. These like purple bolts like swirl around Slibb and then like strike at the masked cloaked figure, and all of a sudden they just like start taking hits and stumble back. Okay. So that is going to end your turn, Stoneheart. Your turn.
Okay, Stoneheart's gonna run up right next to him, like to the left of him, and he's gonna come at him with a sword blow to the stomach.
You aren't flanking though.
There's
I
hostages.
can't.
Yeah. I'm just noting it.
I should have gone the other side.
That is, I believe, a 20 to hit unnatural.
20 to hit and natural. Okay.
And as that, I'm gonna use pushing attack,
Okay.
and he has to make push him onto the hostages. No, I'm gonna push him because I'm off the side. I'm gonna push him towards the wall.
Towards the wall. Okay.
Yeah, so away from
Mhm.
everyone. I forget what I'm.
How far do you push him?
on him.
And,
15 feet. He has to succeed a strength saving throw of 13.
Success.
Oh crap. Okay.
Oh no, wait. Yeah, success.
Okay.
Did you still take damage?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, let me read this.
Chooses abilities, doesn't read abilities, uses abilities, reads abilities. This is
I'm sorry,
the
this doesn't make
progression
any sense.
of the player character.
Okay, it says on a failure you push the target 15 feet away from you, but on a success you do nothing. So wait,
Yeah.
there's.
Yeah.
Oh, on their failure.
Yeah,
Whoops.
yeah.
My bad. I thought it was my failure.
Yeah. Just this move is pretty much useless. It's the opposite of what
Is
you
it?
think it
Wait,
will
what size is it?
be.
What size is
size
he?
is he?
Medium, yeah. Same
Down,
size.
then never mind. There's no roll. He just pushes.
Oh, it just pushes? Oh,
Yep.
okay. So, yeah. Alright. And this is with... Did you make an attack roll?
No.
No. Okay. Make an
Not-
attack roll and
not
see if
my
that
damage.
hits.
Oh, right, hit. It was 20.
Oh, yeah, 20. Yeah.
What the? Roll. It's not rolling. It's rolling a 1 every single time, and it's always caught. I can't roll it.
Okay.
That's 10 damage, and
That's 10
pushing him 15 feet towards the wall.
Oh, wow. 15 feet towards the wall. Okay, he just stops. Yeah, when he hits the wall. Alright, so yeah, you just kind of like hit him with the sword and he just like flies backwards towards the wall and just like gets knocked against it. Oh, yeah, no, they're, I believe the wall's further from there actually, so he just gets like knocked sideways and like stumbles 15 feet away. Alright? He just like turns towards you, the eyes behind the mask flaring. Alright, now it is going to be the tiefling's turn. Are you drifting down yet?
I drift down at the beginning of my next turn.
Beginning of your next turn. Okay. So he is going to.
Is it gonna swing my feet?
Alright.
Feels really overpowered.
Hold up.
It's not. It's only when you cast a spell.
Alright, he's gonna move
Even
30
a
feet
cantrip?
towards
No.
you.
Oh, okay.
Stoneheart?
Okay.
Okay.
This guy?
Yeah, the last one standing.
Right there.
Okay, 30 feet towards you. And then he's going to, as he like draws out like a short sword and just slashes at you. So that's going to be a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. As you just kind of like sit there, like knocking this guy back with your sword, you just turn towards him and instantly like parry it. But then he like kind of like stumbles backwards and switches his grip and tries to hit you again. 13.
Miss.
You knock it away once again. Okay. Now you see like kind of like sitting there. You see the red eyes like flare up again, and then the figure almost seems to glide towards you, Elena. As he does, you see this like crackle of like what appears to be like a wave of like this like dark crackling energy as it moves towards you, and it's going to make an attack roll against you. That is going to be a that's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Less than 19 damage, maybe.
Okay. So
Less than how much damage?
19.
I'm pretty sure.
That's gonna be less than 19. What is this?
Okay.
Watch him roll 24.
Oh, that's 45 damage.
Oh, that looks like.
Sorry, man, you're dead. Sorry, man.
Alright,
Just took 56 damage.
alright, that is going to be.
Give it to me straight, DM.
The music, man.
Oh, cocked.
Keeps rolling dice. I'm scared.
That's going to be 11 necrotic damage.
Oh.
As he just grabs you, Elena, and all of a sudden his grip tightens, and then there's just a blast of energy, and you feel as if something. It isn't your body that gets hurt. As all of a sudden you just like feel something like your very soul itself, the very being of who you are, just gets ripped as he just grabs you and like throws you backwards. And all of you notice like kind of this after image of Elena forms for a second and before slamming back into Elena's body. Okay.
Ow.
Right.
8 hit points.
Erith, your turn.
Okay. They drift down. I'm going to kind of just gather ice in both my hands again, and I'm going to cast a twinned ray of frost at both of them.
Okay.
You haven't hit a twin yet.
I haven't. Oh! Let's go. Finally. I haven't actually. Every single time I roll a twin, I
Yeah, you have it.
19.
19. Okay. That hits. It's both of them, or do you have to make 2 rolls?
No, it's both. So it's one attack roll.
Okay.
So they're going to take. One second. 5 cold damage, and their speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. All right. 5 cold damage. Elena, your turn.
Well. He's right at. I would have to disengage, right?
In order to get out without an opportunity attack, yes.
Okay. Can I disengage and move backwards and still hit him with Eldritch Blast, or is that not possible?
Eldritch Blast.
It is an action.
Disengage would be an action for you, unfortunately. So, no.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take the coward's way out and just run away.
Okay. You are pretty low.
Go. Actually.
Hide behind hostages.
You know what? That's a good idea.
You're Erith.
Like, how much is that?
He's fine.
This isn't
Like,
to scale.
how much is that? Well, like, just
30 feet.
I'm getting 30 feet away.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. As you get back, got it. All right. That's going to end your turn, Tarantula. Your turn, followed by Slibb.
Okay. I am no longer hidden, correct?
No.
Yeah. So I am just going to aim a short bow arrow at the tiefling that is still there.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah.
That is a 14 plus 5 to hit, so
wow.
19.
All right. So yeah, he just like immediately, you see the. Oh wait, that wasn't
It's
damage.
to
That was to
hit.
hit.
It's to hit,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Okay. Yeah.
That would be
Okay.
insane.
Yeah, never mind. 19
But
hit
no.
hits.
Yeah. And then damage is 4 plus 3, so 7.
7 damage. Okay. So yeah, he just kind of like gets shot and like stumbles back after like kind of stunned and looking about like wildly. You see panic like starting to set in now as he just looks back and forth between all of you and how many of them there are. Okay. Slibb, your turn.
Alright, yeah, we'll stay there. We'll just cast the arcane missiles again, or magic missiles.
Magic missiles. Okay.
Yeah. we'll split it up. So I'll have one missile go here and 2 missiles go there.
Okay.
So the first one will be a 3 on
Alright.
that sucker, the
Okay.
tiefling. And then 5, 6, 7, 9 damage on this sucker.
Okay. So yeah. All right, 9 damage on him. Okay, you send the missiles out, and they both like strike them.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this? For both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them,
No,
yeah.
that was good spacing.
So yeah, we're gonna kind of do the same thing, right? Where like wave the staff around, and then we'll kind of like swipe it, right? And one missile will shoot out and then like hit this dude, and the other 2 missiles will shoot out shortly after and just strike the dude in the chest.
Okay. So yeah, as they both like strike them, you see like so you see like the missiles fly out and and then the tiefling just immediately like falls backwards onto the ground, and you see the other masked figure like turn towards you for a second, and all of a sudden like strikes in the chest and then like knocks like half the mask off before it like falls onto the ground, and you see human skin underneath the mask and a mouth just like dripping with blood as they lie there.
Man just took such an absolute L.
Can I go up and like take off the mask to see what's under it?
Yeah. So you go and like take off the mask, and it's a human, like in their 30s, dark like black hair and dark eyes, and you see like kind of the blood dripping from the mouth, except you see the hand, and it looks like a claw more than a hand.
Claw or claw?
It looks like a claw.
Yeah. Alright.
Like the nails have grown long and like turned black and twisted. As they kind of like sit there and they're like they cough up more blood and then just kind of like sit up for a second. And then like kind of like look at you, Stoneheart.
Could I just hit it on the head with the staff?
Okay, you get the words, I know, and then falls onto the ground, dead.
Stay down.
This time, yeah.
Can you repeat the name he said? I want to write down.
Arun Chess. A-R-U-N.
Yeah.
You know, help.
Okay. A-R-U-N. S-H-E-S-K. As you just kind of sit there, the hostages just kind of like look up at you, some of them in daze, and then grateful as you all kind of sit there, the rush of the battle fading.
Elena's gonna go over to the masked guy.
Okay, yeah, go
and
ahead. Mm-hmm.
Pat him down. She's also gonna like tap him on the face to see if he's still alive.
Okay, he's not.
Okay.
You get this was just kind of like a last gasp of his, but you know that clock on the head really finished him off. So yeah.
He had half a hit point.
He had a little bit of he had a chance to get a few words out before going all the way.
Be 2 words. As Elena's kind of like rummaging through his robes, she's gonna kind of mutter under her breath, "What did you know about Arun?"
Asking me or
You would hear that, I think.
okay.
I'm not asking you anything. I'm just muttering to myself.
Interesting.
Stoneheart's like shaking. His hands are shaking. His sword is shaking, and there's just fear in his eyes.
Could Tarantula go to the hostages and start trying to undo their shackles?
They're slowly like putting together what's going on, and like a few of them like kind of the older man like kind of stumbles up, and he like kind of like embraces you, and he's like, "Thank you."
Of course. And she's shocked for a moment, but then she embraces him back quickly, and then goes back to undoing his shackles.
All right. And as you undo their shackles, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. The bodies, you were looting the bodies? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Erith's gonna go over to their head and just kind of look down and, yeah, you shouldn't have crossed me, and then start to loot her.
Okay.
We should all sleep now and take a long rest.
Well, there are still people outside. We'll get them in,
Yes.
so let's leave the resting for a little later. Okay. You were looking at the. Okay. A really badly made mace and now broken. Actually, yeah, it's a really badly made mace and now broken crossbow.
What about the mask?
The mask itself.
Can I take the mask?
It has a very uncomfortable quality to it.
What does it look like?
Wait, am I holding the mask since I took it off of him?
Did you take the mask? Okay, yeah, you took the mask.
okay.
And now, yeah, okay, everyone's fighting for the mask. Okay, so,
I want the
yeah.
mask. No, I want the mask.
Okay, you do have the mask. Anyway, the mask is very... You've seen bone before.
Okay.
Human bone.
Maybe.
Elena will go up to Slibb holding the mask. I assume you're still holding the mask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me. Could I maybe keep that?
That means it's worth something. Keep it, Slibb.
Metagaming. Stop making.
Erith's gonna say that as he rummages through the bodies in the corner.
It's. I promise you, it's not worth anything.
You can have it. This junk. Broken junk.
Thank you, Slibb. Elena will take it and kind of turn it over, looking at it. It's not anything special, is it?
Yeah. Feels really uncomfortable, though, the way that...
I'm not gonna put it on.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, but you're, holding it. It's
It's okay.
Yeah.
Do I recognize this dude?
No.
Before we end off, I would just like to note that after she frees the hostages, Tarantula is very keenly looking at Elena.
Oh, and to underline that point, Elena, after kind of looking at the mask for a second, she'll take it, and you kind of see her knuckles grow white as she clenches it until... Is there a fire or something in this room?
There's a few lanterns hanging around.
Oh, okay. There's a bonfire. Okay. My imagination going wild. She's gonna just raise it up and smash it against the ground, and then subsequently pull her sword out and stab this guy again, just kind of straight through the face.
Okay. Yeah, there's just and an odd squelching noise as you just plunge this rusted blade.
And this time she's gonna
Through the
scream.
corpse.
As she does that, she's gonna just scream, "What did you know about a rune?"
Erith's gonna kind of turn and look at her and go back to looting.
On that note, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed it, everyone, and we'll see you guys next week.